Hello, friends. Welcome to Squared Plans, where creative planning and organization comes to life. I'm Stephanie, and today we're going to be setting up my planner with a Kanban board to help me complete my 2023 goals. This setup will continue my goal setting series for this year and put the fun back in functional planning. So come plan with me. And I've got these sticky note flags here ready to go, as well as this insert sheet that I made and this Happy Planner sticker book, which I'll pull from. So for this Kanban board, I'll be using it to tackle one of my toughest projects that I have in my goals, which is to create my online portfolio. I've tried a number of ways to tackle this in years past, and it's already helped me break it down into the steps I'll need for this Kanban board, but I just need to actually do those steps. So we're going to try this Kanban approach to see if it helps me get things across the finish line. So I've already pulled a lot of stickers there from the Painterly Collage sticker book from the Happy Planner to help me structure out this insert. So for those of you who don't know, a Kanban board is a visual tool used to manage and track work in progress. It typically consists of columns that represent different stages of a process, such as to do, in progress, and done. Tasks or items are represented as cards, or in this case, sticky notes, that are moved from left to right across the board as they are completed. To use a Kanban board, you would first create columns that represent the different stages of your process. Then you would create cards that represent individual tasks or items and place them in the to-do column. As you work on a task, you will move its card to the in progress column, and when it is complete, you will move it to the done column. It provides a clear visual representation of the status of each task, making it easy to see what needs to be done, what is currently being worked on, and what has been completed. It also allows you to easily identify bottlenecks in your process and adjust your workflow accordingly to optimize it. So that's the basics of what a Kanban board is. And what I'm creating here is an insert that I'll be dropping into my productivity area of my planner so that I can track the progress of my portfolio website. So I've set up the cover page there so I won't be seeing tasks and things until I open it, which will kind of give me a little bit of a cleaner look, I think. And I've used actually some scrap sticker from that Painterly Collage sticker book to create some colorful lines to separate out my columns. As you can see on that cutting board, I'm just trimming out those long sticker scraps to make long lines across my insert. And I built this Kanban board last year before I set up my 2023 goals because I knew I wanted to have one ready to go. So I didn't style it like I did the rest of my goal setting. I just wanted something kind of colorful and bright and fun to look at. So I decided to go with this more rainbow color scheme in these brighter colors to hopefully energize me to tackle this project. It has literally been on my list of things to do for, over 5 years now. It's it's one of those things that I just have a roadblock in my mind to tackle. So I'm trying all the techniques that I can find to see if I can get this guy across the finish line. And I'm hoping that this is the final, and I'm going to get this task done this year. So I'm just trying to make it, somewhat cute as I set up these columns, adding in some stickers and again, some color. It's going to be pretty simple though. I just need to have those 3 basic columns of the to-do column, the in progress column, and then the done column. I think this will work out really nicely in my planner because I can keep it all there tucked in. And that way I know where it's at. I know where to reference things, and I can see my progress grow over time by moving the tasks into their respective columns as I get things done. I didn't take very much time here with the titling of the columns and the front. I did use my erasable pen, so I might go back and make that look a little bit nicer later. But I just wanted to get this started because there's a lot to do here. I'm showing you there that I had some milestones already broken out from previous goal setting that I'm going to use for the different colors here of these stickies. So each color is going to represent a specific milestone in the process, and each sticky within the color scheme will represent a task. So I'm using the second insert there at the top, which you can't really see, but at the top I do have those milestones broken out into tasks. And again, using that as a reference so I don't have to reinvent the wheel here, just using what I already know. Now I'm using some stickies I got from the Stationery Pal, mainly because I just love the colors and the watercolor feel of them. And I think that they'll work out pretty well as far as the size of them, where I can write in the full task without it being too cramped. The downside is that they aren't quite the right size or a little bit bigger than I wish they were. So I'm going to do my backlog of items here on the back side of the insert. And that way I can move a few things over into the to-do column. And as those get moved across my Kanban board, I can pull more here from the backside. So, like I said, I'm just setting it up with those same milestones that I had already completed in a previous goal setting series. I'll go ahead and link that video up here so you guys can reference that as well. And if you prefer a different method of setting up your goals, breaking them down into milestones and tasks, you can check out that video and it shows you a way to do it and create an insert to go with it so you could track your progress in a different way. Like I said, I've had that in my stash for a couple of years now. It did not motivate me the way I was hoping it would to finish this project. So, heard a lot of great things about the Kanban board because you kind of see that visual progress of things moving into your done column. I'm hoping that's going to help me, again, bring this project over the finish line. And I'm just writing in the task as I go. The sticky notes here that I'm using are perforated, but I don't really like that perforated edge. So I'm using either my scissors or my precision cutting tool here to separate out the individual flags. Like I said, each color is representing a specific milestone to accomplish. So I'll know once I get a full color over into the to-do column that that milestone has been reached. Another visual way to separate out what tasks need to be done and the actual accomplishments that you're trying to achieve as you go through. I just like these colorful sticky notes, but you can use just basic Post-it notes, something like that, in different colors to represent your specific milestones or your specific major areas of the project that you need to tackle. Or you could just separate the colors by maybe if you're working with other people to accomplish a task, by different responsibilities and who's responsible for certain areas of the project. This is used a lot in the corporate world, specifically in tech, but also, I've seen this used too on any large production style setup in a company. But again, you can tailor this to your own personal project and goals that you're trying to achieve. And that's what I'm doing here. So I'm trying to keep those sticky notes down because, like I said, they're just a little bit larger than I want them to be. And so they're popping up a little bit more than I had hoped. That's okay. And again, that's going to be that backlog of things that I have to do, ready to go. We'll move some over into the to-do column here in a second. This final milestone is related to setting up the hosting and things for the portfolio site. So I'm just writing that in now so you can get some ideas on what I'm writing down as tasks, but I have for example, find site hosting and actually uploading the files, actionable steps that will get me closer to achieving the goal. I may need to make more stickies as I go since I'll be having multiple projects going on that need to be accomplished at once. So I'm just setting up those first projects there and labeling them project 1, project 2. Those are related to the different mockups I'll need to make for the individual portfolio items. Again, like I said, I'll probably have to make more as things progress and I see how many projects I'll be adding in. I've got a few more items here that I need to write in. So I will quickly do that and then we'll move on to the final step, which is to pull some tasks from this backlog area into the to-do column. Going to go ahead and move over those beginning items into the to-do column, putting them in the order that I will probably need to tackle them. And that's all you need to start your Kanban board. And like I said, as I go, I will move things over into the in progress column. And then when the things are all done, I'll move it into the done column. So that is it, friends. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Also, too, go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch. And think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And we will see you next time. Bye.